Hi, Paul Drinkon with Prosperity Coaching Associates, wishing you a happy and hopefully prosperous 2014. If I look outside my curtains here, you'd see here in Michigan, you would see about 14 inches of snow and temperatures somewhere around 3-4 below zero. So anyway, a cold start to a happy new year for everyone. Every time this year, it seems to be a time when people want to do resolutions, lose weight, improve just certain things in their lives. And I'm just like that myself. But what I really want to talk about today is using this time of year to resolve and take a look at your financial situation. You may have everything in place, but there are 4 things that you need to check and really look at. I call them the 4 pillars of financial planning. The first one is, do you have an estate plan in place? Estate plan being wills, trusts if necessary, power of attorneys for fiduciary, and power of attorneys for health care. Those things are very critical if you have any assets at all to have in place. And if you, a lot of people I guess will say, you know, I know that's important, but I just haven't got around to it. Don't use that excuse. Don't. Get that done. Have your estate plan in place. And if you have one in place, take a look at it, make sure it's still appropriate for this time and place. Things change over the years. The second pillar is life insurance. Do you know what will happen if you happen to die, or if either the spouses die in a marital situation? Really critical to look at that so that the family is protected to pay off debt, pay off mortgages, income replacement, death expenses, things like that. A lot of times people have these type of policies through work, but that often is not enough. So please look at what you have, analyze it. Depends on your situation, age, children, you know, debt, things like that. So really take a look at that and make sure you're protected. The third pillar of financial planning is disability insurance. And believe it or not, a lot more people are disabled during their working years than actually die. It's a critical protection for the family. And again, a lot of people have some of this through work, but analyze it, make sure you're protected properly and enough, and really understand what you have. Those 3 are very, very important, and I like to call it, I love sports analogies, and I like to call it the defensive side of planning, really, making sure things are taken care of if the worst thing happens. The offensive side, going on the offensive, is the part that's a little more fun and I spend a lot more time with myself. But that's the investment side, planning for your retirement, planning for your financial future, looking at this, that all the negative things don't happen, which most of the time they don't, but looking at planning for retirement. Do you know, if you look at all your assets, are they diversified properly, allocated properly? Do you understand the risk reward that you have with your different investments? What I find is a lot of people, they'll go through the grocery store of investments through life. They'll, oh, I get a 401k here at this company. This CD looks good. My friend told me that this stock's a good buy. And so a lot of times what you end up with is sort of a hodgepodge of investments, and they might be good, but do you really understand what you have if you put it all together and analyze it? So very, very critical. Use 2014 as a year to look at your financial plan, estate plan, life insurance, disability protection, and your savings plans to make sure that your future is secured. And with that, that would be probably the best resolution you could make for 2014. And as usual, if you have any questions or want to talk to me about this, I welcome your call. Again, this is Paul Drinkon from Prosperity Coaching Associates, and my best to you to have a great 2014.